Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and today a full body flow, hopefully leaving you feeling better in just a few short minutes. Thanks for taking the time for yourself and time with me. Appreciate it. So a seated position that feels good to you. Bringing your hands down by your sides, pressing those palms down towards the ground. Close your eyes for a moment and just breathe. Feeling grounded. Feeling the sit bones against the earth. Some part of your hand against the earth. Sometimes our torso is a little longer than our arms. Sometimes our arms a little longer than the torso. So just whatever part of your fingers or your hands, gently press them down into the earth. Spread your fingers wide if you can, and just feel that connection. Big full deep breaths. Clear your head, give yourself permission to just be present right here. We're going to move mindfully. We're going to get some big full deep breaths in. We're going to clear away any negative energy. We're going to give our body some love, the mind, the heart, the spirit, some love. As you exhale, lean your head to the right ear just gently falling over the right shoulder. Left palm pressing a little further towards the ground. Can you find the ground? Can you feel that stretch? Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left, pressing that right palm down towards the ground. So as we move, as we breathe, we're going to check in. If we're holding on to tension or stress anywhere, we're going to do our best to let it go. Inhale it back to center. And gently bring your chin down towards your chest. Keep those shoulders rolled back and should feel a really nice stretch. Start at the base of your skull and travel all the way down your spine. Let's shift our hands to the shins just below the knees. Take a big breath in. Press the chest forward as you lift your gaze up. And as you exhale, hollow your tummy. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Our seated cat and cow. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. Working to articulate those vertebrae one at a time. And really promote that independent movement of each vertebra. So just noticing as you inhale, pressing it through, and as you exhale, coming back to your cat. Noticing if there's any little hitches. If you've got some spots in your spine that are like, oof, tender, tight. Be kind, don't overwork. One more each direction. We're going to work that spine in each direction today. Some flexion, some extension, some lateral movements, some twists. Inhale it up nice and tall. Reach it high. Speaking of twists, as you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Turn and look out over your back shoulder. Working on and promoting the health of our entire body, our mind, our heart, our spirit, and our physical being. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front, and exhale, we turn to the right. Right hand behind us, left hand to the outside of the knee, sit up tall, and look out over that back shoulder. Now, that doesn't mean we're always going to feel 100%. We're going to work with what we brought with us today on our mat. Inhale back to center, turn it back. Arms overhead, release that left hand down, right arm up and over. A little lateral movement. That feels amazing. A little roll of that right shoulder back and look up. Maybe give a little push with that left hand. Lifting the right side of the ribs just a little bit more, creating space. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Lean in. Oh, give a little push. Roll that left shoulder back, looking up. Taking care of your neck, your shoulders, taking care of whatever part of your body might need a little extra love today. Inhale, both arms, reach it high. As you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Open the chest. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body down. Now we spend a fair amount of time in our cross-legged position. If you're fine for a little bit and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, my hips are over sitting cross-legged, Try sitting up on a pillow, a blanket, a bolster. That little lift of your bum can really help alleviate some of that tension in the hips. Lifting just slightly, walk your hands to the left. Reach to your right fingertips just as far as you can reach. This is all about getting your body, your mind, your spirit in a good place where you feel loved and cared for, not tortured. And walk it back through center and then over to the right. Reaching through those left fingertips where your body just groans from the inside out. Breathe. Challenges are always good. So is that TLC. So those days where you just need to take it easy, do it. Walk it back through center. Reach it out. Those days where you're up for the challenges, take advantage of them. You can always change your mind. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. As you exhale, circle the arms around behind you. Lean back onto those hands. And as you exhale, lift the chest, arch your back, lift your gaze. Draw those shoulder blades towards one another. Core strong. Slowly, gently release it back to neutral. Kick those feet out and switch. Other legs in front. Reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the right, left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, sit up tall, turn and look out over that back shoulder. If it feels good to you, wrap that right arm around behind your back. If you can find that left thigh, hold on to it. Left shoulder presses down and away. A little deeper, a little more intense of a twist. And then ever so slowly turn it back to face front, releasing those hands. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And exhale, we turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit tall. Turn and look out over that back shoulder. If it feels good to you, wrap that left arm around behind your back. If you can find that right thigh, hold on to it. And just gently press that right shoulder down and away. Always giving yourself an opportunity to really feel all the feels, how your body responds. And gently release, turning it back to face front. Arms reach it high. Cactus arms, pull those elbows back and down. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Let's just sway side to side. Little frog in my throat. And other side. How you doing? How's it feel? One more each way. That just feels good. Close your eyes. Just feel it. Inhale, both arms come up. As you exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, core strong. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body down. Let's open up those arms out to a T, coming up onto the pads of the fingers and spread those fingers wide. As you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, lift your spine, tuck your chin. Stretching all the way down your spine, get in between those shoulder blades. Gently release it down, walk your fingertips out just a little bit further. Fingers are still wide, and as you exhale, press the pads of the fingers into the floor as you lift your spine, tuck your chin. And gently release it down. Circle those hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Let's sweep that left foot around, coming into a letter Z, if you will. And we're just going to work a little bit on those hips, on the pelvis. Feeling that hip crease on that left side. Breathe. We're going to take it up and over with that left hand. Bend that right elbow. Inhale, switch. Left hand takes a hold of the elbow. Right arm goes up and over. The ankle. Inhale, both arms come up and over. We switch. A little variation of our mermaid. Up and over, hold on to that ankle, not the elbow. Let's do that one more time. Breathe. Up and over. And back to center. Now sweep that left foot around. Cross it up and over your right knee. Wrapping the crook of that right elbow around the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. And turn and look out over that back shoulder. Working to get that left sit bone down. It might be hovering above the floor a little bit. Working to level out that pelvis. Breathe. Slowly we turn it back to face front. And we release the legs and kick that right foot off to the side, creating that letter Z shape, if you will, working to see what we feel in that hip crease on that right side. And breathe. Find your breath. And we take that right arm up and over. Lean in and reach. And up and over. Right hand takes a hold of the ankle. Left arm goes up and over. And just flow. Your pace. You can close your eyes. We're going to do 3 of these. If you need to do 4 or 5, yep, go for it. Just what you feel. Let's go 1 more each direction. That feels pretty good. Releasing that left hand down. We're going to take that right leg, crossing it up and over the left. We wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight, turning the gut over that back shoulder, and again, working to get that right sit bone connected to the mat. Breathe. And gently releasing, kicking that right foot around. Let's come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core's nice and strong. We tuck our toes and we lift our knees just an inch off of the mat. Adjust your feet however you need to. As we hover those knees, what do you notice? What do you feel? Definitely feel it in the shoulders. Definitely feel a good stretch in those toes and the arches of the feet. As you exhale, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Let's inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. Let's take a step forward and again. Take it back and again. As you exhale, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. So just 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Inhaling it back to that hovering tabletop. Again. Step it forward and forward, back and back. That hovering tabletop. Adjust your feet, adjust your hands however you need to. And as you exhale, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. And inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. Bring your knees to the mat. Keep those toes tucked under and just gently press your bottom back. A little deeper stretch if that's not great for you. It's okay. Don't go quite so deep. Stay up. If you need to untuck the toes, it's okay. And breathe. Shift your weight forward. And lift those hips. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. And just gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, relax your arms, and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Realigning that spine, a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Do that 1 more time, big shoulder roll, take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Look up. How high can you reach? How low can you reach? Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Left arm up, right arm down. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your right foot. Back knee can come to the mat if you like. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. We come into our crescent lunge, full or half. Inhale, straighten the front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Again, straighten. And exhale, sink. Now circle those arms forward. Around behind, all the way up tall. Interlace your fingers at the top. All the fingers but the index finger and thumb. As you exhale, lean to the left. Breathe. Find a focal point out in front of you that'll help steady you. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, lean to the right. And inhale it back to center. As you exhale, arch it back a little or a lot. If it's better for you to stay upright, please do. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Big transition here. Find a focal point out in front of you. Shift your weight forward and lift that back leg. Add a flex of that right foot and pull it through. Draw the knee up to 90 degrees. Breathe. Extending those arms out to a T. Core strong. If it feels good to you, extend that right leg. Pelvis is square. Face in front. We're going to lift that leg just as high as we can. Now we're going to sweep that right leg back, hinging forward to our warrior three. Pelvis is level. Find your breath. Bending that left knee, take a giant step back. This time we come to our warrior one. Back heel to the mat. Back foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Cross that right hand over to the outside of the left knee. Rotate it open. Reach that left arm back. About shoulder height. Find your breath. Inhale, lift that left arm high. Circle that right arm up and overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend. Left leg high. Gently releasing that left foot down to down dog. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down, toes or knees. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Checking in. How are you? How's the body responding? Hopefully super well. Saying thank you from the inside out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant sit back with your left foot. Back knee to the mat if you like. Circle those arms up and overhead to our crescent lunge. Again, back knee can be down or knee can be off. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Again, do that one more time. Straighten and sink. Stay low in those legs. Circle those arms forward. Around behind, all the way up tall. Bring your palms to touch. Interlace the fingers all but the index finger and thumb. Reach it high. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Find that focal point to help steady you. Core strong. Remember, balance starts in the core and extends outward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, lean to the left. That feels so good. Inhale it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, arch it back. Remember, staying upright if you're taking care of your back. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. Again, that big shift of the weight forward. Come up onto the ball of the back foot, and then up onto that right leg. Add a flex of that right foot. Breathe. Extend those arms out to a T, and we draw that right or that left knee forward to 90 degrees. Breathe. If it feels right to you, extend that left leg. Find your breath. Solid, strong. And if you're like, wow, not today, laugh. Keep a sense of humor. Now slowly sweeping that left leg back, hinging forward to your warrior 3. Pelvis is level. In this life we lead, a sense of humor is essential. Being able to laugh at yourself is a beautiful thing. Bending that right knee, taking a giant step back to your warrior 1. Find your breath. Press that back heel down. Feel that stretch in the calf, the ankle. Feel that work in your core through the pelvis. We're going to cross that left hand over to the outside of the right knee. We turn to the right and extend right arm out to about shoulder height. Really reach through those fingertips. Notice how your body responds. If ever it's not in a positive way, adapt, modify. Inhale, turning back to face front, right arm up, left arm circles up. And we flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down. Inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through up dog. And press it back to child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. Arms extended out nice and long. Find your breath. Inhale, lift just enough to pass that right arm underneath the left. Palm side up. Reach out as far as you can. Right side of your face to the mat. Close your eyes. A variation of thread the needle. And just breathe. Lifting just enough to pull that right hand back through. And left hand passes under, palm side up. Reach it as far as you can. Left side of the face to the mat. Right arm just out of your face. Body, a moment or two, a breath or two to feel all the feels. Lifting just enough to pull that left arm back through, back to child's pose. And slowly walk your hands back up to tabletop. We're going to cross that left knee up and over the right, bringing your knees just as tightly together as you can get them, and then open up those feet out behind you in a wide V. Giant step forward with each hand, and then press those hips back. Hello glutes, hello hips. As we press back that length from fingertip to sit bones. Breathe. And slowly we rise, pulling those hands back underneath us. We release that left side, and then we cross the right knee up and over the left. We're going to bring those knees just as snugly together as we can get them, and then open up the feet out behind us in a wide letter V. Walk your hands forward and press it straight back. Does it feel any different on this side? It may. If so, how? As we learn and explore and move, we do so without judgment or criticism. Sometimes our practice can bring us joy. Sometimes it can cleanse us, even bringing us to tears. It is powerful, my friends. Let yourself feel all of it. Let it be what it needs to be today. Don't judge, don't criticize, be kind. Lifting just slightly, walking those hands back underneath you. Releasing that right foot and right knee, and back to tabletop. Let's walk those hands forward, giant step. Now we're going to lift those sit bones towards the sky as we lower the chest towards the ground for puppy pose. Chin to the mat, working your armpits towards the mat. Find your breath. Sit bones are reaching high. So nice. As you're ready, lift the chest, walk those hands back underneath you. Let's come over onto a hip. And we're going to open up those legs nice and wide as feels good to you. How you doing? Good, I hope. With the legs wide, we want to make sure that we're not having to lean back on towards the back of the bum. We want to sit up nice and tall and flex those feet. Reach it high. As you exhale, turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Centering your tummy and chest onto that right leg just as best you can. And breathe. We lift just slightly, turning towards center, back of the right shoulder along the inside of that right leg. Take a hold of the calf or the sole of your foot. Left arm circles up and over. Reaching down towards those toes. You may or may not find them. It's okay. Roll that left shoulder back. You feel that amazing stretch all along that left side of your back, that QL region of your spine. So nice. Gaze can be wherever you need it to be to take care of your neck. Inhale, both arms come up, core strong, working those obliques. We turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Release your hands, relax the weight of your head. Find your breath. We lift just slightly, turn towards center, back of that left shoulder along the inside of the leg. Take a hold of the calf, ankle, or sole of the foot. Right arm circles up and over as you open your chest, reaching down towards your toes. Gaze can be wherever you need it to be for that neck to be happy. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high, core strong. And gently release your hands down by your sides. Let's pull the soles of the feet together. Knees are open out wide to our butterfly. Interlace your fingers, slide your hands underneath those feet, and sit up nice and tall. Pressing those knees down towards the mat, reaching the crown of the head up. And as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. We're going to hinge forward. So that means we're hinging from the hips rather than bending at the waist. So that might mean you don't fold forward quite as far, but it's this amazing stretch to the hip crease, the outer glutes, the inner thighs. We're lengthening the spine. We're activating the muscles in that upper back as we draw those shoulders back, shoulder blades down our back. Breathe. And then slowly we rise. Release your hands. Let those feet come forward just a bit, creating a diamond shape with your legs. And now we're just going to fold forward. Breathe. Let your head be heavy. A variation of clam. Let's extend those arms out to a nice wide V. And just notice what that does. Spread your fingers wide and see if you can walk those fingertips out just a little bit further. That's kind of a magic stretch. Breathe. We pull those hands back in. Starting at the tailbone, ever so slowly roll it up. Little hollowing of the tummy and the chest as you roll it up. Stacking each vertebra one at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. Crisscross those legs once again. If you'd like to sit up on that blanket, the bolster, the pillow, please feel free to do so. We bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Inhale, press it through, arch your back. Lift your gaze or keep those eyes closed. Just a couple cat and cows. As you exhale, spine goes back. Tuck your chin. Inhale it up nice and tall. Arch your back. Lift your face towards the ceiling. And then hollow. One more cat. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Once again, bring your hands down by your sides. Press your palms towards the ground. Keep those eyes closed. As you exhale, release your chin towards the chest. Roll the head to the right ear over the right shoulder. We're just checking in. Hopefully feeling a shift of energy, a release of tension, a lightness in the mind and the body. Releasing the chin back down towards the chest. And rolling it to the left ear over the left shoulder. Inhaling it back to center, chin to chest. And head up nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center, close those eyes. If it's more comfortable for you to relax your hands on your knees, please feel free to do that. With our eyes closed, we tuck our chin gently towards the chest just a little bit. And we focus on our breath. As we bring our practice to a close, some words of intention to guide us through the rest of our day, the rest of our week, month, or year, whatever you need. As we walk through our days with intention and purpose, it helps guide us and bring us back to a place of peace and balance. You are welcome to just listen or repeat after me. I am calm. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong and healthy. I am enough. I am calm. I am strong. I am loved. I am healthy and strong. I am enough. I give permission for the light within me to burn brightly, to share it with the world as I wish. I know that the light within me is a gift. I know this in my heart and my head. May that put a smile on your face. Gently lift that beautiful face. Open your eyes. My friend, thank you for joining me. I hope that was everything you needed and maybe just a little bit more. Be well. Take care of yourself. And as always, an honor and a privilege to be here for you. Thanks for choosing to be here with me. Take care. And until the next time, namaste.